Hello, my name is Abe. Welcome back to Dead Cells. I kind of like I'm hiding behind the UI here a little bit. You can, if I get positioned appropriately, it's like, where am I? Oh, I can't see myself. Oh, there I am, middle of the screen. Anyways, look, I'm easily amused, all right? Hold on, I wonder what outfits remain in this game. Ah, who would have thought? The Tonfus one. The most annoying of the servant elites. We're gonna do a run here today, playing a little bit of Dead Cells. I've been having a lot of fun with Dead Cells. I hope you have been as well. I promise, from here on out, I will never again die in Dead Cells having 4 flasks, unless it's curse related, all right? Or unless I'm on the boss fight and I just wanna try to get the flawless so I get rid of disengagement. But I promise, I will do my best to never, ever, 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 ever again die a horrible death in the Dead Cells. Do you believe me? You shouldn't. Broadsword, boomerang, infantry, grenade, cleaver. This is such a weird build because this build kind of sucks. Because it's one of every color and they're all good. You know, like the boomerang is actually fantastic. Incredibly high value and incredibly good damage. Broadsword is pretty sweet, does a ton of damage. I don't really know what to do, you know? I don't know what to do in this run. Where do we put our scrolls? Because if you go tactics, you've got a great boomerang. If you go brutality, you've got great grenades. And if you go survival, I mean, you got a pretty decent broadsword. We did just go survival recently, but you know what? Maybe we'll do like a survival crossbow if we get one. The last run that we did was, if I am not mistaken, it was a survival Scythe Claw run. We didn't get a legendary Scythe Claw, it was just a normal Scythe Claw. And we made it to the Lighthouse, and we kind of threw in a magnificent fashion, but I was specifically trying to go for the flawless and got hit by fire once, so I kind of thought, hey, why not? Doesn't matter. But, you know, we'll try to make it work. Totally Not a Big Shot says, Abe, if you die, I'll give you gift subs. Well, either I die or I'm gonna flawless this run, so it's a win-win for me either way. Okay. Hello. Could you guys not? Thank you, oh my lord. 3 very annoying enemies to deal with at the exact same time. Not exactly the best thing for us to deal with here. Oh my god, we gotta go faster. I kind of forgot that the malaise is still kicking up. Do you ever take Hunter's Grenade for 111, asks Armknock. Sometimes I get people asking me about that. I used to, and it's not a bad idea to take that Hunter's Grenade. It does like triple your health in the early game, and it does give you more stats as well. But people kind of made fun of me for it. They're like, you keep taking that Hunter's Grenade. Well, no, they didn't make fun of me for it, but they did mention like, why do you keep taking the Hunter's Grenade? You should take some more skills. And that is true. That is true. You know, if you take the Hunter's Grenade, you have less room, possibly, for other... You know what, just get out of here. Sorry, you have less room for skills that you might want, but it does just give you such an amazing value, especially early on, so I don't know. I think it kind of just depends. It kind of just depends on what I'm looking for. It's kind of a bit of a waste of money if you don't need it, but yo, we should, nah, the Queen's Rapier is not that good. I know it's bugged right now, but I still don't want to. Anyways, I'm trying to like, this is a legendary? Pretty sure that this is just legendary equipment from this elite, because it wouldn't be another scroll. So I don't know what we're gonna get. This is kind of strange to get legendary equipment this early, but you know, I'll take a free cudgel. Why not, you know? It was awesome. Anyways, yes, I guess the short answer is, I don't know. You know, I haven't felt the need to take the Hunter's Grenade recently. It does make you much more survivable. It is fantastic to pick up, but I've stopped so I can take more skills. I guess that's the true answer. I stopped taking Hunter's Grenade so I could take more skills. Because I think I undervalued skills in this game. And there's a lot of skills that I'm learning are actually like pretty amazing, and I've been enjoying runs with those skills. So like I've been enjoying runs with even something like Ice Armor. Dun 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 dun. Yeah, it is kind of tough to really mentally figure out, I think. What the heck are we gonna do in this run? We should not go to the shop, because who cares? Let's go pick up this money that I left back here accidentally. And then honestly, what about on this run, what if we do a big ol' super try-hardy path? What if we go heavy sewers, and then from the sewers we go to the other sewers, and then from the other sewers we go to the other sewers, and from the Watcher fight we go to the Sanctuary, and then from that we go to the Guardian fight? What if we just do like a heavy try-hardy path here? Why not? Yoink. Oh, I gotta practice my my wall runs here. So if you do a quick BA, you kind of hover for a second, but if you BA, you go down and then immediately straight up. So you just want to BA up on that wall. You want to roll, jump, for the best climb possible. Poisons the enemy, victims freeze nearby enemies, and the broadsword is perfectly fine. Boomerang doesn't really matter. Ice grenade, cudgel. I mean, we could use the cudgel. It is a good shield, increases your movement speed for 5 seconds after a critical hit, which means after a parry. And then stuns blocked enemies is insanely great. But honestly, right, let's pick you up. Honestly, I've been very happy with the boomerang sword combo. There was food on the last level, but I didn't want it for 6%. I should have sold it. I should have sold the food. Anyways, there's just been a lot of Dead Cells lately. My mind is kind of going crazy with the Dead Cells. And I'm starting to understand things. I'm starting to get better, I think, at Dead Cells, at not getting myself killed. You know, it's all just practice, really. Just like anything, as I practice playing this game, I'm getting better, I feel. We're getting better. We're slowly, very slowly getting better. And things like the electric lightning rods here. When I first came back, I think, to, what was it? What game version was it? Was it 2.4 that they introduced lightning rods, or something before then? I didn't think that they were very good, but I've learned to really appreciate the value of a good lightning rod. It's actually pretty sweet. Its ability to hit multiple enemies and inflict them with a DOT oftentimes means that you can kind of just throw it out there and then just run away from the enemies and then they'll die. We had that really great DOT run the other day where I was just firing at enemies and then running away and then they would die to like poison damage. Really made me appreciate the value of a good DOT. You know, I'm learning, I'm appreciating new things in this freaking game. Hey. Yo, we got him before he hit us. Trying to also get like more flawlesses and whatnot, avoiding damage when possible. Okay, there's a guy down here creating babies. We gotta lock him down. I did get hit once. I don't care about getting hit once, but that was still fantastic. Survival plus 15%. I will take all of the survival mutations I can get at this point. And you know what? If we get a melee weapon, we'll get a melee weapon. If we get a crossbow, we'll get a crossbow. I like the fact that we're a little bit open, you know? We can kind of take whatever shows up. The little guys are the biggest problem right now for me. It's kind of hard to avoid getting my ankles bit while I'm dealing with like 3 big boys, you know? But again, this is all practice. The rats! At least the rats aren't body blocking me. I still hate them though. I hate when the laser still goes up even though they're invisible. Speaking of invisibility, but I really want the extra jumps. Metaman says, today I played 0.0 early access version of this game. Man, they made a lot of changes. Dead Cells, like, it's really cool that you can go back and play the previous versions of the game because it is actually so interesting how much of it has changed. That you can go back, he got pushed by something. That you can go back and see all of the changes is pretty awesome. And a lot of the changes are not things that you would think of, like even the shields in Dead Cells. Originally in 0.0, they were awful. They had like no actual real use. It was annoying as heck to use the early game shields. There's a legendary over there somewhere. But they were given the ability to block and parry, not just parry. They gave you the force field. That was something that they had to add in. Flashing fans. You know? Definitely feels like a better game. Flashing fans. Repel a projectile. Causes you to inflict critical hits. Otherwise it does 997 DPS, huh? Well, I don't know what to say or think about these, but you know what? Sure. You know, it does push. Oh, you can push grenades. Okay, very interesting. So it's a push. I don't know if I would like that. Like, if I push enemies around, how will that interrupt enemy attacks? Because the big blue birds, no. Heavy crossbows, I hate. The big blue birds, if you knock them back, they don't get interrupted because they don't get stunned, so they would still probably try to hit me, right? Other enemies, maybe it would interrupt their timing, but would it cancel their attack? I don't know. Something like the Stalker. It's not called Stalker, I always want to call him the Stalker. The Slasher, that has the 1, 2, 3 hit combo, and the third hit makes that like ground wave come out. He kind of has like a slight teleportation. He sometimes stops his combo when he gets interrupted, and sometimes he doesn't. When you, for instance, okay, well, let's get out of here. When you freeze him, for instance, I think that does interrupt his combo, but if you block him with a stun shield, the cudgel, it interrupts his combo, but if you block him with another shield, he'll keep his combo active, even though he does get technically stunned temporarily. So I don't know. I don't know how I feel about the flashing daggers. We'll have to figure it out as we go. We're basically done with the floor, so let's break the map temporarily. That was a big bone? It was a big bone. And let's finish off the floor by going down here to the shop. Yeah, so bombs, I never use flashing daggers. Bombs and projectiles, if you bash them out of the air, you do critical damage. Any enemy or boss that creates a lot of projectiles would be easier to deal with. Hand of the King, he does make those bombs, and so I am curious about the bombs. I don't know really how I feel about the flashing fans though. Because if there's no projectiles on screen, you're not dealing critical hits, and if you're not dealing critical hits, you're not really doing that much damage. So I feel like I'm not entirely certain how I love it. Now, Toothpick, that's an interesting one. Does deal 79, 69 DPS if you charge up the attack. And you can turn around. Takes a long time. You could one-shot a lot of things, but I'm not interested in something so damn slow. Anyways, there's like scroll fragments and stuff that we still have to go pick up too that I didn't see the first time around, but that's fine. So we got the map. Please, thank you. So I don't know. I hope that a better weapon comes up at some point because I'm not entirely loving flashing daggers. And for some reason, the second attack is really slow on these. They're not even survival. These are tactics weapons, but ooh, nothing personnel kit. Wrong scaling. But yeah. There's 3 enemies remaining. We have not found food yet, so I do want to make sure I kill the enemies looking for the food that is rightfully mine. Enemies like this, there's the food. I think they would actually be pretty easy to counter because they do fire projectiles. The projectiles are them trying to create children. So, you know, the little worms, you can deflect them and then they'll become your friends. So that could actually be like a good way of handling those types of enemies. Because there are a lot of projectiles in the game, but if you don't get the parry, then you're not, or rather the deflection, repelling, sorry, then you know, you're not getting those crits. So the broadsword would do like double damage or something. But we still have a boomerang we can use too. Yeah, they're breeding. They're creating babies. Damn milk drinkers. I'm not gonna reroll this too much, but poisons the enemy is at least better than more damage at max health, just saying. So what do we want here? We're rocking survival, but we're not doing anything with it, so I'm just gonna take no mercy for the time being, just so that we can help ourselves a little bit here. But let's see what happens here. Yo, colorless lightning rods. I would probably prefer that to a death orb, I think. Because it deals damage and then DOT, and it does AoE. Like, it's good at killing rats and whatnot. But the ice grenade is good at helping us to kill everything else. Maybe we don't take it at all. Now we got the boomerang. Because we have the boomerang, we can probably drop the death orb. Okay. Let's go for survival. Okay, a little weird camera work there. That it didn't kill you is a bit of a not amazing sign. Yeah, I don't like these. It's pushing the enemies, which interrupts my like combo. I'm not gonna get that now, I'll get it later. At least it does feel like it's interrupting the combo a little bit. At least when they're up against a wall, they can get hit very repeatedly, but we haven't dodged, well, we haven't done like a single projectile yet. Okay, he was executed, perfect. Bird, annoying, but that's what the freeze is gonna be for. Kinda hate that that didn't really do anything to you. Oh, Jesus. Hey, come here. Okay, he's done. He didn't even shoot the projectile because I stunned him before he could. Man, it takes a long time to kill something, huh? What the heck? We took all of our damage in one hit, huh? That's how this is gonna work now? Hey. He's poisoned, so, you know. He's gonna become an elite. Okay. Was a little worried. We should probably heal. I'm not going to, though. I'm not going to because I actually believe that I can get through this floor. But I will be swapping out these fans at some point. The damage is just too low if you're not getting the parry, and you're not gonna get the parry unless you're timed with the enemy's attack, but that's too dangerous. Cart, Carthaginian? Carthaginian, welcome, and thank you very much for the resub. Pushes the boomerangs away? I don't think it pushes the boomerang away. I think that's just the effect of the boomerang. Yeah. We'll find health as we go here. I don't want to use a potion this early, even though it is probably dumb not to. I'm gonna get die. Yeah. Okay. So I mean, we really should have, but yeah, like I think I'm just not gonna ever take flashing fans again. To be honest with you, I'd rather die than constantly be using potions because of a bad weapon. Maybe I'm missing something with the flashing fans, but it feels like such a bad weapon. Okay, now from here on out, we will never ever die to still having 4 health flasks. But I don't care. I really don't care because I feel like that weapon was just absolutely trash. And I was taking damage because of the weapon too. You know, it's not like I was doing magnificently and I just got hit once. It's like flashing fans was costing me on that run because it was such a bad weapon. Again, maybe I'm missing something about the flashing fans. It is probably very good if you're dealing with a very projectile heavy enemy or fight or something, but like having to time your attacks to specifically line up with the attacks of the enemies so that you can get a parry, so that you can get the critical hits when instead I could just use a broadsword. Like, what the heck am I doing with my time? I do actually want to do another survival run, so let's do it. I know we don't have anything that's synergizing right now, but we will. We'll get something. Don't you worry your head about that. Does anyone here in chat actually like the flashing fans? Wait, doesn't this hit on the third hit, the spiteful sword, doesn't it hit and knockback? It might actually hit and knockback. Dong ding dong dong. Spiteful sword crit. The crit on this is not really as amazing as I was kind of hoping it would be, but it's still good enough for the time being. Anyways, yeah, lesson learned. You know that I really don't mind trying out new things in Dead Cells. I certainly, absolutely love my own kit. You know what I like? I like taking specific weapons, but that was a good opportunity, I think, because it was legendary to see how it would perform, and it did not perform that well. Okay, I'm kind of stuck for some reason. I tried to use the electric shock multiple times, but it didn't work for some reason. Very strange. I just got bodied by the oven knight. Whatever. We have food remaining. Gotta get a new sword too. I will probably grab that. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe I will grab that other turret. Maybe I won't. I really don't want to go down there and, break the door, so you gotta come up to me, Mr. Oven Knight. Mr. Oven Knight. Is there some point to the face flasks, asks Pale Jr. There absolutely is. It's a bit of a tough weapon or tough item to use, but the point of the face flask in Dead Cells, okay, is that the face flask enables synergies. So if you have the Vengeance mutation, you will deal more damage after taking damage, which face flask counts. Okay, that's rude. If you have if you have fire synergies, poison synergies, bleed synergies, electrocution synergies, face flask usually enables those types of synergies, so you can really kind of pop off as far as synergies go. That's the primary reason to be using Face Flask for synergies. And it's very good at that job. Like, you can actually get some pretty sick combos off of Face Flask. Because it always seems to do everything. It always seems to do fire, poison, bleeding, electrocution, freezing, etc. So it's actually like, it's very good. It's very good at its job. It's not gonna kill anything on its own, but it will make you, you know, a powerhouse. Also, Face Flask does not count as, it counts as damage, but it doesn't count as damage, if that makes sense. Like, oh, fantastic. It will hurt you for 5 HP, and it will activate things that trigger off of taking damage, but it doesn't kill you if you have Curse. It doesn't ruin your kill streak. I don't think it removes your recovery either, but admittedly, that's something that I'm not entirely certain about. Maybe it does ruin your recovery. I don't know. If it doesn't ruin your kill streak, I don't think it would ruin your recovery, but again, that's a who knows type of situation there. Okay, let's not screw it up this time. Flashing Fan's gonna have to pass. Maybe a legendary, no, well, like maybe a late game. No, because this is gonna be projectile based. Even the Queen isn't projectile based. The Queen just fires your projectiles back at you. So even the Queen doesn't seem like she would get bodied by it at all. Hell, what the hell happened? I think he spawned and fell. Also, I find it very funny that this thing cannot fire up. Okay. Nice, just yeah, get poisoned. Well, I mean, we got crits now. Not like the weapons are actually doing any amounts of proper amounts of damage, because I do have a level 1, you know, scaling weapon. I haven't done anything with it. Okay, please don't kill me. You know what? Goodbye. Everyone wants to party today. Whatever. I think there is a weapon shop on this floor, so we'll pick something up. We'll pick something up for ourselves, you know. Put something on our wish list and see what happens. Hey, fire. Thank you. It is pretty cool when you can just like... You got me. Should have fired my bow. Yeah, it is pretty cool when you can just like run past enemies, electrocute them, and then have them die. I said it before, really loving the DOT lately in Dead Cells. Actually quite strong, if you can get something that's quite strong. Hey. I got no ammo. Why do you have a red ring around you? That seems a little strange. Thank you. Pale Jr. says this is much more intense than my BC0. Yeah, well, I mean, when the enemies can spawn around you, they're stronger versions of enemies. Things do get kind of hectic sometimes. Please die, thank you. Please die yourself, thank you. By the way, hey you. Oh my god. I did not mean for that to get down there, but you know what? We do need to kill you at some point anyways, so you know, just one of these, electrocute everything. The poison is actually doing a good job. I don't know what's creating the poison, honestly. That turret, it's, you know, trying its damnedest. He's dead. He's dead, okay. That took way too long. Hey, Hey, you get out of here, you rat. Well, I did not mean to put that there. I need to be a little bit more aggressive with the spiteful sword. Oh, you know what? The kick does not guarantee a stun. Very interesting. Jaketh, welcome to the stream. How's it going today? Mushroom boy! Nah, you push enemies around. Welcome to the stream. I'm struggling with bosses on Boss Cell 1, but blitzing through trash stuff. I understand that. Whoops. Bosses in this game can be pretty tricky. Yeah, we'll take it right now. I definitely have, you know, boss preferences myself. Bosses that that I have a good chance of flawlessing, bosses that I have a good chance of, you know, taking a lot of damage on. I'm not that good at the Timekeeper. Timekeeper, I think, is a little tricky for me. But I pretty much have the nest down. I just need to be better at the combat itself. But like, I know exactly what the boss's attacks are and how to counter them. I just don't always do it. Maven, welcome. I'm at 1. I have to do 0 for picking up some blueprints, or does it matter 0 or 1? You can pick up blueprints on any boss cell level. At one point or another, this is kind of funny, archers stop appearing in the game. They will only appear on boss cell 5 if you have the enemy spawn as part of the malaise trigger. So I actually had to go back to BC0 at one point to find an archer in order to kill the archer in order to get a blueprint. I forget what blueprint it was. It was like the flashbang or something, right? But yeah, like, because they stopped spawning, I couldn't find them. It was very strange when it happened to me. Get out of here, you. Okay, that's not something. Thought that was a floor rune. But yeah, the only time being on a certain cell level matters is when you're trying to go for boss kills, because killing the bosses on level 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 all give you different blueprints. Well, toothpick it is. Thank you, level 1 tactics bow. Bwah. Bwah. Serenade Hayabusa boots. Goodbye! Hey, I did find at least one replacement weapon. As expected, switch to it and immediately take damage, but you know what? It's something to use for a little while we maybe try to find something a little bit more my speed, a little bit, you know, faster, flashier maybe. Pyrotechnics does pierce, but the multi-knock bow is a little bit better, and we're not scaling this anyways. Hey. Hey. Thank you. How many hours do you have in this game? I have quite a few. He didn't aggro. Okay, so here's how we're gonna do this. Did not quite work the way I wanted it to, but I did smash the crap out of that guy. And now we have a broken toothpick until our toothpick re-engages itself. Could you, like, stop, please? I mean, you gotta admit, the damage is pretty good and we're racking up the kills on this guy. If only we could, you know, increase our kill streak here. Hey, stop it. Stop it. Hey, stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it. Freaking rude dudes over here. Don't get poisoned. I'm just gonna sell this. I don't really care about tactics. I really want to try to do some sort of a... Ooh, it's a good shield. I really want to do some sort of a... survival build. Even if it's a crossbow, I'll take it at this point. Yeah, the toothpick, it's a strange weapon. It does regenerate itself. Oh, that's where the poison's coming from on dodge roll. Not paying attention to my, you know, affixes at all here. I'm just kind of playing. So that could be prison quarters, or sorry, not prison quarters, but prison. The prison depths. Corrupted prison depths quarters. Ink. I do love one-shotting things in this game. Random skills. Maybe there's no weapon shop here. Maybe it is just a skill shop, unfortunately. Well, we'll probably just come back after we check out the floor, see what there is for us. Dun 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 dun. Gazebo says, I bought Dead Cells, haven't gotten good yet. Fair. I mean, hard game. 3 scroll fragments. Are there any more scroll fragments? Oh my god, we've actually killed like every enemy too. Didn't notice that at all. There's only 1 enemy left. Let's see if they've got food. Hey, you got any food? He does not have any food. You know what? Fair. I'm just gonna beat it out of you. Well, if I want the shield, now's the time. I guess we already have a shield. It's the rampart. Which one's the rampart? Force field on a successful parry. We don't need to spend our money on that then. I don't know what to do on this run. Right, we're gonna go to the shop because I don't really like anything that I have on this run. I know I'm going survival, and now that we have a survival weapon, it feels like everything's going a little bit better, but all right, we'll go whistle. It's been too long since we've had a good whistle. All right, corrupted prison, that's the one. I always forget which biome goes to which prison because the promenade goes to the prison, the sewers goes to the corrupted prison, but I forget where the 3rd biome goes, and that's the one that always gets me confused. Well, again, I'm just gonna take no mercy. Because the 3rd biome goes to corrupted prison, I think. Yeah. Got the game like an hour ago, haven't gotten to a boss yet. That's like no problem. Takes a while to get that far. Punishment or rampart? I do like the punishment a little bit better. We don't get that cool force field, but I don't really want to be parrying down here anyways. We have a very bad bow, if we need to. We also do have a shield if we need to. Which, could come and play pretty quickly here. You know what, honestly? Hey, come here. You know what? This is not going too badly. Going a little bit worse. Hey. This is just one of those things that I think you gotta do. You gotta accept that you're gonna have a bit of a bad time unless you slow it down a little bit. Man, you guys get stunned for a long time whenever anything happens to you. I'm not even doing anything yet. Hey, knock it off. I said no elites! No elites! Oh, you son of a... I guess that's the power of this just stunning the enemies, huh? On hit. Pardon me? Hey, pardon me? It's another shield. Good lord. Well, I mean, it's another shield. It's another stun shield, so, you know, sure. Not exactly what I was hoping for, but I guess I'll take it. Get out of here. I wonder if it stuns on a ranged parry. I haven't really thought about that. Hey, random weapons. Oh, thank God. Oh, yes, let's do it. Explosive crossbow, please. Shield go in my backpack. All right. I've done it. I got a good weapon. Get out of here. No one likes you. Oh God, I'm doing double. No, I'm healing. I'm healing. I'm healing 3% health. Oh God, if I get hit once, I'm gonna freaking die. Well, now I got a melee weapon for the rest of the floor, I guess. You know, maybe a temporary melee weapon that heals you is okay. Oh, good. We needed that to happen. I mean, we're actually... Right, you don't get stunned. We're actually healing, like... quite a bit here, it feels. I don't know where you went. You, like, disappeared on me here. This is very strange. Normally, I don't heal this much when I'm using a weapon like this. Granted, it's been a while, because I try not to use weapons like this. Hey, knock it off. What do you think? Is this viable? I know we do take literally double damage. But it's going pretty well. I'm amused that, you know, a crossbow is a better melee weapon than the toothpick. And hey, don't forget, we don't have to use the melee attack, even though it is probably beneficial to do so. That went amazingly. That went swimmingly. Yeah, just don't get hit. Well, if we don't get hit, we don't need the ability to heal, so yeah, we should probably re-roll it regardless. That went swimmingly. Swimmingly. I will take this for a little bit more health, but... Oh, we should have probably recycled it because there was a carrot. That's fine. Dude, that went amazingly. And all it took was just like a weapon that I'm comfortable with. That's all it took. Let's get double cells for a minute. For a hot minute. Yes, we wanna go this way. I don't see anything though. You really like fast weapons? I really love fast weapons. I tend to think that when I'm focusing, I've got a pretty good reaction time for things. So I really do like the ability to react quickly. You know, I like the ability to see what's happening and react to it, and this weapon gives me that capability. What? Because it's one of the fastest reaction crossbows. Might even be the fastest reaction crossbow, because the repeater crossbow had a small delay on it. Well, rather than saying that, let's say that the repeater crossbow didn't let you fire the rooting ability if you canceled it. So like, for instance, watch the explosive crossbow. If I cancel it and then fire again, it happens really quickly. Not quite instantaneous, but it's a very slow, a very fast, rather, cooldown. The repeater crossbow, if you try to fire the rooting ability and then you cancel it, you can't fire the rooting ability for like 2 seconds. So I really like fast weapons. Weapons that let me react and kind of like play it by ear, you know? Can't believe there's no challenge rune. Game, you're screwing me, game. Ruining my run. Whatever. Let's see what we have. Thunder Shield and garbage. Okay. Done. Keep the double damage thing, it's meme. This is not actually double damage. Well, I take double damage. If I was doing double damage, I might take it, but the problem with the crossbow is that it does not affect both sides of the crossbow. It only affects one side of the crossbow, so I don't want the melee attack to give me a heal. I'd rather the ranged attack give me a heal, but we'll just re-roll it. We're at full health anyways. Sweet, so now, what do we have? 7 ammo in this thing, which is totally fine. We are rolling survival. Have to admit, gastronomy could be kind of cool because if we could recycle the food on the floor and then go into the next fight with damage bonus, my damage bonus, we'd have a better chance at flawlessing the boss. So try to do that. Let's try to do that. I really enjoy having damage bonuses, and I'm learning to appreciate the, that's my new thing, huh? Learning to appreciate everything. I'm learning to appreciate a wider variety of mutations, weapons, and choices. Learning to appreciate my damage bonus. Okay, well, I mean, great start. And sometimes it's gonna be a cursed chest? No, I thought it was. At some point soon. New controller cannot come soon enough. But I gotta go find one. I tried to find a new controller. Stefanik welcome to the stream, how's it going? I tried to look for like a new Xbox One controller. Apparently they don't make them anymore. Fantastic. Fantastic! Yes, I love it when the game doesn't do what I want it to do and instead gets me killed. I love it. It's such a good experience. Okay. Good God. God, I need a new controller. But I tried to find a new Xbox One controller. Apparently they don't sell them anymore. They don't make them anymore. There's something called an Xbox Core controller, but I don't know what the hell that means. It would be really awesome if they could just like, I don't know, have like a series of easily understood consecutive identifying characters that would identify when, you know, it's a new version. Maybe like a 1 or a 2 or a 3 or a 4. This is not, we gotta go. What's wrong with my controller? The D-pad is like breaking. So in Dead Cells, I can't go down sometimes. It doesn't happen that frequently. I just have to remember to really push hard. If I really push hard, it's not that much of a problem. But I gotta go a little bit slower right now. Because I really don't want to have to use a healing flask. I'm just waiting for disengagement to come back pretty much. When that happens, we'll be fine. Hopefully. There's a lot of these passageways that don't have anything in them, so they just take time to get through. It's a good opportunity maybe to just go for a couple of kills and then just don't get hit ever again. Okay, so, you know, just don't get hit. Easy, forehead. Sticks suck for this game. Yeah, sticks are generally not that good for platformers, I feel. But yeah, my D-pad is just, the down isn't working correctly most of the time. Not most of the time, but often. Excuse me, Xbox Series X controller. I tried, like, I can't find them. I can't find one controllers, I can't find series controllers. The only thing I can find are something called a core controller, and I don't know if that's the brand of their new controller or something. I don't know what it is. If Xbox is, or if Microsoft is good at one thing, it's being very obtuse with their naming conventions. I really want the turret. Malaise is getting kind of high. This is annoying because that malaise is going to stick with us for a long time unless we manually heal, which I'd rather not do. I see you coming. Can't you get a used one on eBay or something? I have a used one, that's the problem. I don't understand how your solution is a good one. Maybe I'm missing something here. Oh, the fast teleportation has happened, so. Enemies are teleporting in a lot faster. Survival. At this point, like, I would love to say that the food well, I mean, we had it, that's the point of it. I would love to say that the food is something that I would love to be able to recycle for damage bonuses, but we actually just have to eat it. So I'm just itching my nose. Got an itchy face. Itchy man. Okay, I don't want to fight you necessarily. I will do it. I will do it, you know, the cheesy way. There was an item that you dropped. I don't know where it is, though. I need the food. Dude, our poor malaise level. It's getting so freaking high. Mad Gomper says the core is the one that I have, and it's a good controller. That's all I'm looking for. I'm just looking for a good controller. I just want something that works, you know? And I don't want to spend a ridiculous amount of money on an elite controller. People keep saying, get an elite controller. These things are freaking expensive as heck. Heck no. More like it. Okay, I really don't want to have to do any of this. Why don't we go get like the 3, no, let's go, yeah, let's go get the 3 scrolls that are over here and get a little bit stronger. Uh-oh. Okay, you gotta go. Newer controllers seem to be a lot more durable than the previous ones. I've been learning to appreciate the D-pad on the Xbox One controller, even though this one is dying slowly. Oh no. Look, we're gonna have a lot of teleportations happening here, but I am not gonna fight enemies with a mushroom underneath me, okay? No, you gotta go, my friend. Stay dead, my friend. We got disengagement again. No, remember how I said that I would never die with 4 flasks? Maybe this is the run that I actually mean it. What do you got for me? Weapons. Broadsword. Pretty good. But I'm liking what we have here. Repeater crossbow. Wow, that's a ton of damage, huh? Let's not, though. Let's stick with the explosive crossbow. You know, we did a We did a repeater crossbow run recently. Let's switch it up a little bit. Giant killer is pretty good. Slow down enemies on death. Giant killer is good, but I can't hold it and the crossbow at the same time. Oh, good. Well, just keep shooting. Benefit of a crossbow, just never stop firing. Okay, another scroll. Keep going for more survival here. We'll get a lot of malaise reduction when we actually kill the boss, so I'm not particularly worried. We could also like farm malaise reductions by just letting enemies spawn and constantly killing them. You know, I didn't want you anyways. I don't know if there's like an equilibrium that you could reach if you constantly kill enemies that are spawning and then eventually like you'll get to like 5 malaise and you won't get any higher than that or something. Weird, but you know, we are reducing it slightly as we go. Slightly as we go. Let's go get that key up here. Hello? Hey, come here. Just one rat. There is an item over here. What is it? Oh, just money. Well, it's easy to get to, I guess, so. Hey, you. I do hate you as an enemy. Like, as an individual, I also hate you. And we have to do this side room. Let's do this real quick. I have 3 jumps, I think. No, I don't. Do I have 3? Hey, I got 3 jumps now. Perfect. Right time to get one of those amulets. Be careful. No reason we can't do this, taking no damage. No reason to spam your dodge rolls and whatnot. Just let it go. Let it go. Let it go! Hello. Let you go. To hell. Come on. It's gonna be another mushroom, I know it. I can sense it. Malaise cleared. Well, we're not gonna get any more malaise reduction. There is a phase flask. Don't care. Don't want it. Say no. Just say no, in fact. And there's a few more basic enemies. And a kebab. And we'll break the mini-map for a little bit here. Abe's shroom sense was tingling. It's more like shrooms appear in like specific areas of the game, so it's kind of easy to figure out where they are. And the cudgel is good, but I'd rather have the spiked shield, I think. It's a legendary stun shield, which is very good, but the spiked shield damage is just so much better. Okay, and another door. Feels like there might be enemies here too. Nope. Perfect. I don't know, it seemed like we hadn't fought too many enemies, or it seemed like we were too close to the end of the level when the trigger happened for malaise being cleared. So get rid of the serenade, even though it is double damage. There's like 1 enemy left, but we already got a whole bunch of food from the floor. So we are done. I'm not gonna go back to kill 2 enemies that are probably malaise spawned anyways. Let's get the heck out of here. Let's go. Insufferable Crypt. Fight our boss. We know who it's gonna be. It's gonna be the, weapon skills. We already have a weapon, we already have skills. It's gonna be the Watcher. We'll deal with him. We will kill the Watcher. Who watches the Watcher? Ammo +3, it's good enough on the crossbow. Scavenge to bombard. Low level, so it doesn't do that much, no problem. Upgrades are fine, gastronomy. You know, the extra food gain did help. So I'm not gonna poo-poo that. Is the electric whip melee or range? I think it's range. I don't use the electric whip all that much in this game. I had a legendary electric whip the other day too, and I was like, this isn't that good. Just shoot to the left, your ball bounces, my turret friend, my turrety friend. It's probably gonna do another attack at some point. I feel like I wanna activate that ice armor right now. Did kind of take a while to deal with him. You know, that's understandable, it happens. Oh, Jesus. And also, the melee attack from this is pretty dope. Yeah, you can see the turret, like, just slow down the enemy. It's pretty great. I think I should have saved the ice armor for a second. Because he never does the charge attack that quickly into the next phase. Ooh. Why did the turret not fire? Just fire your turret! There you go. Thank you. No. I have such a long wait. There's only one left. He's dead. Come on. Come on, turret. Oh, red, 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 red. Ice armor. No! I got way too aggressive with it. Turret, just shoot him. God. The ice armor wore off. I should have gotten away from him when he did his ranged attack instead of getting close to him. You son of a... Oh my God. I will find a way to ruin every single flawless fight. It wasn't even greed, it was just like I wanted to get in there and try to kill him. We have 5 melees going down to the next floor. Holy crap. Our melees is, it's gonna be super hard to fight against this, especially if I'm gonna ignore floors that normally have melees reducers on them. Oh man. Well, what do we want here? Recover up to 1% health after killing an enemy. 0.72, probably get up to like 1% on this floor. Astronomy is pretty good though. Cause like, well, we don't need it right now. I'm just gonna... We could take both. Gamble if you flawless. Yeah, we could do like chat gambling if I flawless. I'm gonna lose every single one, so it's, you know, it should be like 10 to 1 against the streamer. I'm just gonna go. I should swap out for necromancy. Necromancy is so good. Because if you hit disengagement, you only need to kill like 10 enemies to get back to no hit or 1 hit protection. So get rid of gastronomy. We're gonna go with disengagement, and I guess we could take both. Or we could go for soldier's resistance just to give us more health so that we can get better value from necromancy. So sure, give me soldier's resistance, necromancy, we'll try to make this work. Go to the sanctuary. Ah. That was a bad, dumb hit to take. Because I am bad and dumb. I don't know why everyone's kind of keeping their distance from me, especially these dancers. Hey, you. So basically, ignore the food for the time being. You're annoying. Yeah, why are the dancers, like, keeping their distance? This is annoying. Look, I know I've done something very bad here, okay? Out of ammo, let's start punching. I let them get way too close to me, especially that lacerator rather. I don't know, maybe I should have kept 1% heal on a melee attack. I'm doing a lot of melee attacks, it seems. This ignores shield? Well, I think maybe it did. Maybe it did with the first hit or something. Hey, get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. He killed his friend with his fall damage. You should be embarrassed, my friend. Uh-oh. Look, I know you're gonna hit me a couple of times. I've got healing, I'll be okay, and now you're down here. Probably not where you wanna be. Amulets abound. We're gonna be, you know, doing backtracking. I'm not worried about having to kill these, or having to deal with these enemies immediately. Hey. Very good at dealing with the demons, because it's got a sweet AoE on it. Oh god! Hey, demon. Get out of here. Thank you. I will say, surprisingly, we're doing a pretty good job of staying ahead of the melees, and I think I just need to go a lot faster. By going fast, we can stay ahead of everything. Uh-oh. What a delay. What a delay on his attack, and I somehow still managed to dodge it. What a jerk. And in theory, if we can get ahead of the melees, we can even reduce it on this floor. It's gonna be tricky though. But I just want to go as fast as possible, essentially. That's what this is all about right now. Gotta go fast. And at any time, if we can get inside of a pause room, we definitely should. I gotta feel like a grenade might be better than this cannon at this point, but I like the cannon for its ability to lock down certain enemies. Sometimes I like the lockdown, sometimes I don't, but at least I acknowledge that it exists here, you know? I'm aware of it, you know? I'm not gonna be surprised by it anymore. Not anymore! Oh God, with this, I forgot. I forgot we had to deal with a cursed chest. Yo. 5,000 versus 1,300 damage, yeah, okay, well, let me think about that. No. Nah, let's go up here for a little bit. You know what? Thank you, ice armor. By the way, hey you dirty rat. You're up there, but you're not gonna follow me. You're not gonna chase me down. Just be careful. Should be a couple of easy enemies up here. Still only have like 6 melees, which is pretty good. There's no enemies, unless there's enemies in here. May have been a good thing, I don't know. Oh good, melee's tears is freaking increased, man. We gotta like make it to the next boss and then kill the next boss really quickly in order to bring our melees down a little bit here. A new weapon could be good, but we probably will go to the caverns. I don't see why we wouldn't. Maybe we can get something new there. Gotta admit, Giant Killer against the Giant is pretty freaking sick. So we can't put it in our backpack. That's right. Damn it. I always forget about that fact that you can't put it in your backpack. So there's a little bit of but why though in my head. I'm like, but why though? We don't want players to be able to hold a weapon in their backpack they pull out only for bosses. I do that sometimes, just depends on what legendaries I get. Uh-oh. We're okay, we're okay. I mean, as long as we stay at 51% health, I guess I'm not really that upset about things, huh? It's a pretty decent amount of health to be at, all things considered. He hit me in the toe? Why can I not hit your toes, but you can hit my toes? Feels like I'm missing something here. Freaking dancers don't have any blood in their feet. But I stubbed my toe. What the heck? What the? I got larger toes. Oh, of course. I've got big feet. Explorer's Instinct. Is that just another exit? It's just another exit. What are we missing? There's a chest, a couple of enemies remaining, quite a few enemies remaining, and another scroll fragment. We got things to do. You jerk. Luckily your poison damage is almost meaningless. We've already healed it. I think we cleared the melees. If not, it's almost done and it's not really increasing. Okay, what do we got? Wrenching Whip, perfect. Exactly what I always wanted, to wrench my whip. Is this money? I must have just forgotten it. Oh, I remember what was over here. Something not pretty. I remember. I'll see you in a second when you inevitably chase me down. Dude, I gotta admit, necromancy is awesome. The ability to basically always have half health, and if you take damage, you just heal it back very quickly without needing to do anything. You can leave food on the ground and you don't even have to take it. It's so good. Speaking about leaving food, I am gonna recycle this food. I don't see the need to take it. We're trying to fight against the Malays, and if we get hit, we'll heal back up to 63, 70 HP anyways. So there's an amulet here. We're gonna get amulets on the next floor, so if we find something that's not perfect, it doesn't really matter to me. You know, if we're going to the, is more rotten food. If we're going to the caverns, I don't know why we wouldn't. Let's be a-okay. I've already been down here. This is not the right way to go. Excuse me. Uh-oh. Oh my God. What the heck? There's a lot of stuff happening around here all of a sudden. What do we got? Nothing. I guess that's kind of why I like weapons like the explosive crossbow, because I don't even know what happened over here, but we finished it and we didn't really take any damage as a result, so I'm like absolutely happy with the outcome. I just ran in, shot some bolts, ran out, and I lived. Do elites spawn by the Malays count towards Tainted Flask, asks Lettuce Dog. That is such a good question. I have no idea. That might actually make Tainted Flask good. Yeah, you're not wrong about that. But yeah, that's a good question. If you let the Malays spawn elites, could you farm flasks? I don't, like, I guess if you really needed the healing, that would be okay, but like, otherwise, why would you be farming elites with no flasks, with Malays? I suppose the use case just doesn't make a lot of sense, but I think it would probably work. They are elites. You can even like wound them, get them low on health, and then kill them after they transform, maybe? I don't know. I don't know, Captain. What do we got? Nothing. Nothing. I'm loving the plus 40% health too, because it means if I get hit, I'm not near dead, you know, near death. I still have the capability of killing a couple of enemies with the health that I have, and it just takes one mutation just to kind of be a little bit safer. No giant killer. I might take a giant killer if there's one on this floor and hold it specifically to kill the giant, but I really want the explosive crossbow. We've got lots of brutality. It takes 4 to 6 elites for a flask. It might be good even without the farming. The problem with Tainted Flask is that if you need it to survive, you should be taking something that helps prevent you from taking the damage to begin with. You know, it's one of those items where it's like, yeah, sure, Tainted Flask gives you some healing flasks, but if you are down to 0 flasks, what are you taking damage on if not the elites, which are the hardest enemies? You know, there's a little bit of get good. I love that you got stuck on something, even though I don't know what it is. Whatever. Okay. 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 Okay, get out! Get out! Get out! Jesus! I could not get out of that situation for some reason. I was just stuck. Oh. Holy crap. Apparently they made the wrecking ball a little bit faster, by the way. I wouldn't know if it's any good, but, well, they did. What do we got? What do we got? Nothing, nothing, nothing. I will definitely take a level 12 instead of a level 7 bow. That improves my damage so significantly. I stuck, I'm dead. You son of a... I just got dadded. Yeah, don't tell me you're coming back from that one. We are getting a sweet, you know, slow on a kill. It did pop ice armor on that shot, but that's fine. That's fine. We're recovering a lot of health if we get hit, but then also the necromancy is keeping us going. We're still at 50%. Damage is good enough that we're almost one-shotting everything that we're coming across. Plus 200 DPS! Oh my god, that's so good. Hey, knock it off. You and your bird friends, get out of here. I was kind of hoping I could get this thing to like aim up a little bit in order to hit him. It didn't really work that well. There is either a scroll or a legendary item here. Thought you hated slow. I do hate slow if I'm going in to do the combat, but if I'm at range, slow is totally fine because you don't care that much about enemy attack timing if you're at range. If you're in melee combat, if you're using a shield, those will both incentivize you know, needing to know the enemy timing, but right now, I don't care if they're slow. I'm at range hitting them with a freaking crossbow bolt. This is like the perfect run for slow effects. Hey, knock it off. By the way, hey you! Hey you! Hey you! I saw him, hey you. Announced his presence while he became invisible. What an idiot. How to get the shield blueprint from the clock tower? Pay attention to these notes that the bells make when you ring them in the background. Dong! 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 I think back when I started playing Dead Cells again on my 2.4 save file, I think I accidentally did the bell the first time. Like I wasn't even going for it. I was just like, let's just do the level and see what happens. And then I got all 4 bells in the correct order, and it was very amusing. I was quite amused. We should probably take a point in tactics here or there, but I've been on a heavy like brutality kick lately. Sorry, a heavy legendary kick lately. So I want to put points in brutality in case we do get some sort of a legendary weapon at some point. You know, we'll need to actually flawless one of these bosses, but assuming we can. And the malaise is just like insanely high today. No. Get out of here. Amulets. Jumping on an enemy stuns it. Now I love having 3 points in survival right now. What the hell? Holy crap. Apparently, not only are these guys immune to stun, freeze, and root, They also ignore terrain. Fantastic. What the hell? That's gotta be a bug, right? Like, the developers, I'm starting to think now that the developers just didn't realize, they couldn't figure out how to correctly program those guys. So they just made him immune to status effects, but they also forgot to make him, like, change his jumping AI when I broke the ground or something. I don't know, that just did not look right. Menemen says, I got that blueprint accidentally last week, lol, didn't know you had to hit the bells. I guess, you know, what's the probability of you getting it right the first time? The probability of you getting it right the first time, assuming everything else being equal, is, whoops. Hold on, I'm trying to fight and math here. It's like would you start with 3/4? Getting it right. Yeah, so it's 1/4 times a third times a half. So 1/24th, I think, of a chance of getting it right the first time through. And that's if you hit each bell as you get to it, and if you don't backtrack to hit the other bells. Nope. 30,000 DPS per hit. This is actually not a very, like, high damaging run. There was that run a little while ago, and I don't know what the bug was with it, but there's that run that I had the other day where I had a legendary heavy crossbow that was doing about 30,000 damage per bolt, and for some reason on the giant fight, it was the slowest giant fight of all time, because for some reason, the giant just wasn't taking a lot of damage. But this weapon is doing about the same amount of damage in one bolt that heavy crossbow was doing in 5 bolts. But I guess we'll see what happens on the giant fight. At this point, I'm not against the idea of fighting that giant. Because everything seems very comfortable, at least right now. Survival. Scavenged Bombard. Do we want another cannon? I think I'd prefer something else for the fight against the giant, something that can actually hit him. The wolf trap will hit the eye, but it's not that much more damage. Per bolt, I guess it would be like an extra 20% damage, which is pretty good, but I'd like something else, to be honest. I do like a good telluric shock. I like it because it gets me out of the way of the hands if I need it. I think we could take this over the Scavenged Bombard at this point. Cluster Grenade. Deals 9,000 damage per. What about just like a heavy grenade? That might be pretty good. Crush Trap. I don't think you can slow down the boss at all, so it's probably not what we're looking for. And I guess we could get another ice armor. More damage reduction and more effects on it, sure. Bit expensive, but we're not really spending the money on anything else. We did not take a path that goes through any healing shops, so we actually have no capability of buying any health or malaise reducers on this run. That's why our malaise is so freaking high. Thank you for the scroll, though. We have a lot of scrolls. 29 in our primary stat is pretty good. And a bloodthirsty shield. Spike shield is doing 5 times the damage. Okay, we'll keep the spiked shield in that case. Oh no, there's a cursed chest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, there's enough enemies to kill, but I did not anticipate there being a cursed chest on this floor. I'll tell you that straight up. Yo, give me a second, guys. Okay, and I love this. A level 11 giant whistle that does 100,000 damage on a hit. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Cavern Curse, that is terrifying. Yeah, I mean, it is scary. We're gonna take this one very slowly. And enemies might teleport to me at literally any moment, but we got a whistle. He's dead. We have just a few enemies to kill. Thank you. I have a newfound hatred towards those jumping skeletons now that I know that they ignore ground. Like if you break a tile, they will still jump over the tile to kill you. No, please. Please, no. When is the Lighthouse flawless? That's gonna be today. We're gonna do that today. 125,000 DPS. I guess it's a little bit of a plus and minus on it, huh? So there's something over here that we gotta kill. I don't really want to jump down there to fight him, so. Sorry, bro. Hopefully this even does damage. Sweet. I mean, the crossbow does about 30,000 damage in a hit, so the fact that this thing does like 100,000, it can kill anything. Gematria Libre says, if it's today, then I'm staying. You better stay. We're gonna get the flawless here today. You better stay for the flawless today. You better stay for the flawless today. Oh, Jesus. Right, you can't use your head. I wanted to throw my head to pick up the money because I was scared. In the end, the game wouldn't even let me do that. So you know what? Kill you. What is it, biters? Is it biters? It's biters. Okay, let's stay over here for a hot second. They're done with the biters. I gotta kill that guy. I gotta kill the hand man. He is a hand man. Got him. He's dead, Jim. And I think that just about does it. Had just enough capability to get that done. Hello? Well, I don't really need anything here. It's the same 3 items we had on the previous shop, too. Just, things that don't really seem to work that well against a boss who cannot be stunned or frozen. Let's get the heck out of here. We might as well eat the food because we're gonna lose the same melees anyways, pretty much. We're not gonna kill the boss, you know, in one hit. We're probably gonna hit 10 melees. So grab the food. There's nothing else for us to do. We're done. Just want to make sure I'm not forgetting like a scroll fragment. Sometimes the level can get kind of big. We have a great crossbow. We re-rolled as many times as we can. We could fight the scarecrow, but honestly, I want to try the giant. I want to see how one explosive crossbow works after that failed run with the heavy crossbow, because I feel like this is gonna do substantial damage, you know? Arrows stuck in enemies come back. That's meaningless, actually, now that I think about it. Ice armor, though, will bleed toxic, and it's not gonna slow him. So it's gonna bleed and toxic, so if we can get more damage on a bleeding or poison target, we should try that. Do 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 do. not you. We want you. Plus 40% damage. Plus 80% damage on a poison target. So the ice armor into the explosive crossbow is a ton of damage. That's fantastic, that's all I want. Plus damage to a bleeding target, sure, why not? I'll spend a little bit on a couple of rerolls. Now we don't need necromancy, we don't really need plus 40% health either. Ammo could be good, but I can always just smack with the crossbow hit. It does less damage, but we're gonna be jumping around anyways. Oh, we lost ammo. So hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4. Dude, you get ammo back. We're not gonna run out of 4 ammo. Unless we're hitting the eye. Because if I just dodge once between every shot, we don't run out of ammo. Yeah, okay, this is totally fine. I'm not gonna spend the money on re-rolling. Although, No Mercy could still be pretty good here because it does work on the hands. So you know what? We're gonna do a little bit of this. No Mercy, disengagement. What helps on this fight? Armadillo pack? Point blank. Yeah, that's just a 50% damage bonus, even though we only have 2 points in tactics. I should have dumped points into tactics instead of brutality if we were going for range, but I guess I didn't know that at the time. Yeah, point blank is actually fantastic. It's a high increase in our damage output. Because when we go to the eye, we're gonna be hitting the eye at point blank. Sometimes the hands, but definitely the eye. The same dude. Okay. That's like perfect. That's like perfect. We'll get like 3 shots here. Make sure you pop in the ice armor. This fight is still bugged, by the way, which is why there's no crystals, and he's dead. Dude, that was insanely easy. Oh, raises it above his head. Oh. That's how easy the first boss fight should have gone. Instead, I got hit by a single attack. Yo, I'm liking it. I'm liking this run right now. We got some good stuff. I wish I knew how much health the servants had, because I would like to be able to one-shot them, but... Oh my god, it's a parry shield that does horrible damage. Why is this so bad? It's a level 10. I mean, what's strange about this is that the spike shield is still better unless you are parrying grenades and shots. If you're parrying grenades and shots, the parry shield is way better. I mean, you might as well take it, but I don't know why I would ever use this. At least it wasn't a legendary face flask, but it might as well been, kind of. Because, like, yeah, like, what are we gonna... How much money is it? 4,000, 4 and 8,000, 12,000. Yeah, I'm gonna reset my mutations for the next floor. To take disengagement. And you know what? I'm gonna take gastronomy, necromancy, so that if there's food on the floor at the end, we can eat it, get a damage bonus for the fight. Armadillo pack against the servants. The problem with armadillo pack on the servants is why? What servant attack do we want to parry? There's a mace, there's the dude with the tonfas, and then there's the bow. We can't parry the arrows that come down above us, If we're climbing the lighthouse, we're not going to have time to worry about parrying the arrows that are being fired at us during the climb. And when we are just getting shot by one bullet, you know, a parry isn't going to be worth that much, and we'll have to time our dodge roll instead of using it defensively. Like, I don't see Armadillo Pack being that good on the lighthouse. I could be completely wrong. We have no melees? What? How do we have no melees, guys? I didn't heal, did I? What? Do you lose 10 melees when you fight the giant? Is that what it is? Maybe you lose 10 melees when you fight all of the second bosses in the game. I don't know. I'm just kind of surprised to have 0. Very, very surprised, actually. Anyways, yeah, because like Armadillo Pack, the prime time to use it is if there's projectile spam or grenades, because the parry shield with grenades is insanely powerful. It can like one-shot Hand of the King almost. Just don't get burned last time, like last time. I mean, I would love to not get burned or shot on the fight. That's what I'm gonna strive for. We are doing 84,000 damage on a hit and 30,000 damage on the smack. Getting plus 40% damage as an upgrade on the bow or the crossbow was insanely good. I don't know how much health the servants have though. I don't know if 80,000 damage is enough, you know? We're killing elites in a single hit, but they're not elites, they're bosses, so I don't know. So I'm just going directly for maximum survival stats here, and we'll see what happens. Cannon Bombard. I actually think that the whistle was better. The whistle does so much burst damage, we might be able to kill the lighthouse enemies as we climb, just by spamming the whistle. I mean, I guess we'll only get 1 use out of it, maybe 2. Don't need the shock. Yeah, as far as the lighthouse climb goes, I'm thinking about it, and I'm like, what is our plan? I guess our plan is just climb forehead and then shoot them with the crossbow if you got a moment. That seems to be the best idea, I think. You know one reason that I really like this level? I like it because if you do get a cursed chest, you will be able to see it on the map. Like, you're gonna have so much time to kill 10 enemies. Dude, I also love killing things in 1 hit. A little bit of controller lag there. Are you coming? I did not anticipate you wanting to climb up here to hit me, but that's fine. Should really be, you know, using stuff like this more. Seems a little bit of a waste though. Well, not really a waste, but it feels a little like there's no reason to use it, you know what I mean? Build is strong. Yeah, it's pretty good. We're not doing legendary, we can take tactics. I mean, this is pretty much what I'm looking for whenever I'm here at the lighthouse. I'm looking for strong build, possibly capable of one-shotting the servants. I don't think we're at that point though. I don't think we're at the one-shot potential. I feel like that's more like 400,000 damage. You know, if I had a legendary grappling hook, we might actually be doing like 500,000 damage. I don't think we'd be at 1 million. I don't think that's how the grappling hook damage interacts with weapons. But that is why the grappling hook is so good on legendaries, because it scales way better on legendaries with the grappling hook damage. If you have a legendary weapon and a grappling hook, it's pretty much 10 times damage. If the damage numbers scale additively, which I believe they do. Where are we going? Here to the left, I think. Level 12 equipment will do that. It's not really the equipment being level 12. It's a good reroll on the explosive crossbow, and it's having 35 green. Which is not the most, but it's still good. You know what? Just like, there you go. 232,000 damage. What? Okay, where, oh my God, where? Ah, there it is, I see it. Man, this freaking level. Oh, we can't go this way, okay. It's annoying to find anything here. There's my explorer's instinct. So there's 4 enemies there, 4 enemies there, 2 in the wall we can't get, a whole bunch over there. A normal chest, 1 scroll fragment, 2 shops, and we have mapping. But if we hit that ram rune, we're gonna lose all of our mapping. Hello, scroll? Or amulet. We have 1 extra jump in midair. Let's keep that in mind for the lighthouse climb. Luckily, that does complete a scroll. And goodbye mapping. I look at the mini map when I do that, and it just like powers down. I understand it because by disabling the mapping, they fix the lag, but it would still be nice to have the mapping. That's a nice to have, not a need though. You know, we can live without it. Considering how much money I spent on rerolls, we still have a lot of cash. There's our food. We haven't even gotten hit on the floor yet. Don't ruin it. But if we can find food, that'll be 100% damage for 5 minutes. If we can find the other piece of food on the floor. Which means that this whistle will do 500,000 damage and our crossbow will do about 200,000 per shot. Seems great, kid. Left Scythe Claw is doing 523,000 damage, but while it is good, I haven't been rolling it up to this point, so I'm probably gonna screw it up at some point. I worry about screwing it up. I'd rather just roll with what I'm used to right now. Unless we find a giant killer that does like 1,000,000 damage, in which case maybe I'd swap out for that, but... Dun 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 dun. So I have not seen floor runes or wall runes that would have the food in it. I'm still looking though. Hopefully people are helping me look for the possibility of food. Can I get up in there? I can. Oh. Well, I can. It doesn't do anything, but I can. Well, I mean, man, I really want to get the flawless. Okay, we're gonna do a little bit of look. Hopefully it's not up in there. Do you think you could kill him? You absolutely can. That's fantastic. They're just like in a fish tank and I'm hitting them with a giant fist of fury. Yo, giant strong. Giant strong. Nice big hands. They look like good hands, don't they? Food. Food. I just want food. Where's your food? Fisting jokes incoming. Hey, I went for a more classical, damn it, never-ending story joke there with the big hands. Just trying to look for like the floor runes and such, because if we can find the food, which I don't think we found yet. Let me just do a quick little map look. No, we haven't found the floor food. So if we find the wall food or the floor food or whatever food it is and wherever the heck it is, then we can recycle it, and then when we recycle it, we will get a damage bonus of double damage for the next floor, which might allow us to one-shot these enemies. So I'm taking a bit of a moment for this. I assume that the food does spawn, because I think it's guaranteed. I don't think the game changes the food spawns between floors for any reason. Sometimes you get additional food, but there's always one in the walls and one in the enemies. We have the one in the enemy because it's untainted. So we need to find the one in the walls. It should exist somewhere. This level, though, it's very kind of unwieldy. There's a lot of, there it is. There's a lot of like side rooms and passages and whatnot, and I kind of feel like maybe that would interfere with the placement of stuff like this, but maybe not. So what do we want? What do we want for mutations? We can dump gastronomy. We want point blank. We want, hold on, I'm like, I should look at the list. You know what, the game will be paused at that screen. We can take our time. So we'll grab this food, grab that food, and then where's the exit? The exit is bottom. Okay, so recycle the food. Now we have a damage bonus for the next 5 minutes. I don't believe that pauses in the pause rooms, but I do believe it pauses when you're in a menu, so we should be able to get this damage bonus for a little while at least. Go here, go here. So now we have a sword 2, which means we have 2 stacking damage bonuses. About 100% damage. So the whistle is doing about 500,000. Reset mutations. We'll take, we still have the damage bonuses, good. We'll take No Mercy, is actually pretty good. We definitely want point blank, because it's a big percentage base bonus. Admittedly, crow's feet could actually be interesting for the slow, just to keep the enemies away from me. Armadillo pack. Melee kills, parries, health. While healing, you deal 61% more damage. Enemies suffer damage while they're slowed. Effective food increases by 65%. Recycle, whatever. We can take this to stack more damage. Yo, let's go. And then I don't think we need anything else. I'm just gonna take disengagement just to be safe. So we have damage, and we'll get more damage on the fight as we go. We have ice armor. We have a 500,000 damage punch. I'm excited. I'm excited because I want to see this work. Hello. So for the next 4 minutes, we do double damage, and then we can stack that with the other food that we are going to get, I hope. Yep, she's dead. Dude, the giant is OP here. I love it. Friendship with grappling hook over, friendship with giant's fist. You know what I mean. Just started. This is cheating, but I love it. Okay, where's Cal? She's right there. I am actually gonna wait. We have like 3 minutes remaining. Didn't she leave the pie? Pie is above us. Pie is above us. I'm actually curious about something. Doesn't quite work. She's gone. Euterpe's over here on this side. No, right here, right here. I'm spamming the button. Go ahead, go ahead. Gotcha. Didn't see ya, but I gotcha. The giant sees all, baby. The giant sees all. This is cheating, but I absolutely love this. This is the food. So, recycle. Now we get more damage. Hi guys, how's it going? See you later. See you later. We one-shot her with the crossbow. Now we wait, because we still have like 2 minutes of damage bonus. You might as well wait it out. Let your things recharge. Man, this is good. This feels good. Now we would like to kill Euterpe, but I'll settle for anyone. Because we've got the ice armor too. This is fine. I'm just gonna immediately pop the ice armor as I climb. I accidentally used it. You son of a... I went in for an attack. I went in for an attack. God. Damn, if I just waited, I would have hit him with the freaking giant fists of fury. If I didn't, oh my God, I made 2 mistakes. One of the mistakes was I was spamming the button to use ice armor, so I popped the ice armor immediately, so I just had to run. So I did this to myself. We're not gonna take any more damage. We are easily not gonna take any more damage. So I blew it by spamming the button, but that was such a good run. I find a new way to ruin it every run. But look at this. We have... We took 1 hit. We cleared this in record time. We still have a 4x damage bonus. Honestly, let's just go stomp on the queen, okay? Let's go stomp on the queen. Because she deserves it. And then the next run, we'll try this again. We'll do a probably brutality melee run next, I imagine. But I'm learning. I'm learning new combos, new things that work, new things that don't work. I was spamming the RT trigger button to activate the ice armor, but that popped it instead, so that was a mistake, and that ruined it. Going for a hit also ruined it. I should have just ran. If one of the enemies has full health, who cares? We still 2-shot him instead of 1-shot him. We still have the full damage bonus too. Do you see this? I mean, you're dead. I guess the die is... I guess I'll die then. I guess you'll die then. Goodbye. Melee's cleared, by the way. That was such a good run. We have the seed though, and lore rooms are disabled. We have the seed. We can always do it if we need to. We can always just repeat the run. Oh my God, I'm so bad at this game. Explosive bow is good. Explosive bow is awesome. Never using this S, says Zurozar. You never want to use it, or you're never going to use the crossbow? You should, it's such a good weapon. It's fast, you can dodge roll quickly. It's insanely high damage output, and it has a crit that you do not need to enable in any way. You just shoot it, and you crit. And that's probably the best part about the bow, is that it's easy. So easy, even a caveman could do it. So easy, even Tim Allen could do it. Does a melee apply point blank? That is only for ranged weapons, point blank. But yeah, we were getting... By the end, we had plus 200% damage because of the 4 food that we had consumed. Then we had plus 50% damage on top of that because of point blank. So I think we had plus like 300% damage. That's good. No, does the melee attack apply point blank? No, it's only ranged attacks. It's only the projectile being shot that applies point blank. Still, good run. Great run, obviously. We used no healing the entire run. We should have maybe taken that mutation that's like, you get plus 18% damage when you're healing for 10 seconds, but that doesn't seem that fantastic, does it? It's a very small amount of damage bonuses, but yeah, gastronomy totally works. I'll have to keep that in mind. Possibly a great way of getting maybe some free flawlesses? I don't know how well it's gonna work against the Collector, which is the other fight I have to flawless at some point. For now, for those of you on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. Like the video if you've enjoyed it, subscribe for more. Check me out on Twitch for when I go live, support me on Twitch, Patreon, and Streamlabs, and I hope to see you here again for the next run of Dead Cells.